Not everyone can be winners around here. Someone has to be losers, and that is when they go inside of the doghouse. Drew, I'm going to go ahead and kick this one off, and I'm going to go ahead and put Jerrion Jones, who's a rookie, and
Let's
he's my
go,
rookie.
No.
Jerrion Jones inside of who did you think I said? You say Jerry Jones. Jerrion Jones.
His ass is still in there. He's been in there all year.
Yeah, he hasn't left. Jerrion Jones, who is a rookie, so it's like we're kind of pulling in from the rookie segment, except you're not a winner this week. How do you let Saquon Barkley do one of the sickest, most craziest shit I've ever seen in my entire fucking life on you? He hurdled you backwards, dog. When I saw that shit pop up on my phone, I was like, backwards. I'm like, that's kind of fucking crazy. Why did I not catch that? And I saw it. I'm like, no. I'm like, that's fucking crazy. I'm like, who did that? Oh, that's just my guy who I'm super high on coming out of the draft, Jerrion Jones, who I just shouted out like last week and the week before that as well, for having good rookie performances. And then you let Saquon do again the craziest shit I've ever seen on a football field, a backwards, like a 360 hurdle. That's fucking crazy. You go in the doghouse just for 1 week, just for that. You've been balling all year. You're one of my highest rated corners in the draft. I was super high on you. Just 1 week, you're going in the doghouse for something fucking crazy like that. Where are you going?
I was wondering earlier when you were like, yeah, no, we're going to talk about the Saquon thing later. I'm like looking at my rundown. I'm like, when the fuck are we going to talk about Saquon later? Unless, I'm a big fan of the random thoughts segment, although I pre-populate that into every segment we do, my random thoughts. But
right.
Do you know that there's currently 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 teams that are 2-7 or 2-6?
No. Damn.
Yeah. So, I mean, not to take this back to the draft or anything crazy like that, but I mean, look at that cluster there. It's like,
yeah,
and if New England gets it, I don't know about that one right there, but we're getting ahead of ourselves here. But my doghouse. I have a couple things I want to talk about doghouse wise.
Okay.
You know who's not in the doghouse?
Who's that?
Christian McCaffrey. He's coming back this week. Shout out to him.
He is indeed.
Do you know that this is the 4th time in 5 seasons that the Raiders have changed coaches or coordinators in the middle of the season?
Well, you did tell me earlier in the year that with the Raiders lead the NFL since like 2015 or 2010 or whatever of coaches. Yeah, you told me that.
Here, I have another stat for you.
All right.
Do you know that Dennis Allen is the first head coach in the Super Bowl era to be fired by 2 teams while having the same starting quarterback?
Yep, I did see that. Yep.
Isn't that stupid?
Yep.
Okay, I got another one for you. Did you hear about the history that Derek Carr made this week?
Is it losses? Okay, there's a couple of losses that I saw with him. One of them was about most losses per like year through like a career, and then the other
which
one
is great.
The other because one he lost like 31 teams. He's like the only quarterback.
He's the first quarterback in the history of the NFL to start in a loss against all 31 teams. Now, the other one that
32 is about to come up. The Raiders play him in like week 17. So it's possible.
Okay. Also, the most losses as a starting quarterback through 4 seasons, Carr. 5 seasons, Carr. 6 seasons, Carr. 7 seasons, Carr. 8 seasons, Carr. 9 seasons, Carr. 10 seasons, Carr. 11 seasons, Carr. The best part about that is the first 4 years are his brother, David.
Yeah.
It's not even Derek.
Yep.
But, like, how can you lose so much and still be a starting quarterback? I can't, they had Taysom Hill. They could have put him at quarterback. That's junk. Jameis Winston got impersonated, voodooed by Deshaun Watson this past week. Did you see Deshaun Watson on the football field and Jameis Winston's body this last week?
Yep, I did.
That's not the Jameis I know. So I don't know if the Raiders are in the doghouse. I don't know if the Saints are in the doghouse. I don't know if Dennis Allen is in the doghouse. We did a segment before the season started. I wanted to do a segment on hot seats on coaches. And I mentioned Dennis Allen. He's been fired. I mentioned Antonio Pierce. He probably should have been fired. I mentioned your boy, Mike McCarthy, he might get fired. Maybe not in the middle of the season, but yeah, I mean, I'm gonna have to put Derek Carr in the doghouse.
I think that's fair.
I mean, it's just how you've lost to everybody, and it's not just that you lost; it's that you looked so good.
Yeah,
you look so good, and how do you just? I mean, I know he got hurt, but how do you come out like? I know this year everybody's just curb stomping the Cowboys. That's just what we do for fun in the NFL this year.
right.
But they looked so good. I remember watching that game and I was like, oh my God, they're going to be fantastic this season because the Cowboys are a good football team. And now all they've done is lost since then. So
yeah,
I'm putting Derek Carr in the doghouse.
Yeah. All right.